1 minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and Terry Brown. 45 seconds left. "30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and Terry Brown. 15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Caution on the hip, caution on the hip.
Terry Brown done. Andrew Tuttle done. Woody Arthur done. Matt Hoyt done. Scott Hafner done. Seth Rhodes done. Graydon Edwards done. All drivers are finished.
All right,
Jeremy
that's the
Smedley
race.
done.
Drop the cars off, get right back out to
The
Marshall.
race is completed.
Finishing order: Graydon, Terry, Seth, Matt, Andrew, Scott, Woody, and Jeremy. All right, stadium truck: Dan, Kevin, Eric, Mike, Vince, Scooter, Zach, and Woody. Zach, you should have run your
Dan
other truck,
Jefferson.
the little one.
Vince Lim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zach Marcinkiewicz. Old Guys Drool. Scooter the Booter. Tail Whip. Fearless Leader.
All right, I
Woody
got checks
Arthur.
on everyone. No speed, no speed. That straightaway is closed. Order is going to go Dan, Kevin, Eric, Mike, Vince, Scooter, Zach, and Woody. All right, driver's ready, Marshall's ready, Dan on the tone. I will call all of you guys out fast. Less than 5. Kevin, Eric, Mike, Vince, Scooter, Zach, Woody.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Fearless Leader, and Tail Whip.
Caution, Karen, caution, Karen. Caution on the hip, caution on the hip. Caution after the skip, caution after the skip. Behind you, Andrew, behind you, Andrew.
After 1 minute, 3 minutes left, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson,
Caution,
Fearless
Karen,
Leader,
caution,
and Vince
Karen.
Lim.
All right, Dan, Leah Strong, Kevin in the 2, Vince 3, Eric 4, Scooter 5, Woody 6, Mike 7, Zach 8. We got 2:30 on that clock.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Fearless Leader, and Vince Lim.
All right, Dan still Leah Strong, Kevin in the 2, Vince 3,
2 minutes left. The top drivers are Dan Jefferson, fearless leader, and Vince Lim.
.140 on the clock. Closest battle on the grid right now between Vince and Kevin. Vince going up to the 2 spot now.
After 2 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Vince Lim, and fearless leader.
Top drivers all working with clean air for the most part. Caution after the wall ride. Clear. Caution wall ride, caution wall ride. Clear.
1 minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Vince Lim, and
We have
fearless
55
leader.
seconds on the clock. .45 seconds.
45 seconds left. After left. 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson,
25
Vince
seconds.
Lim, and fearless leader. .15 seconds left.
10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scooter the Booter done. Fearless leader done. Dan Jefferson done. Tail whip done. Old guys drool done. Zach Marcinkiewicz done. Vince Lim done. All drivers are finished. Woody Arthur done.
All right, drop your cars off, get right back out to Marshall. Stock buggy heat 1 is up. Andrew, I thought you'd be faster marshalling since you got a good warm-up in yesterday.
I think you wore him out. I was like, are you going to get my car?
Okay.
Michael Jones. Steve Femister. Todd Templeman. Mr. B. Main.
You did good though, you got fifth. Middle of the grid. All right, Matt, across the line please, just Matt.
Matt
All
Holt.
right, got checks on everyone, no speed. Order's gonna go Ted, Michael, Steve, Matt, and Todd. Again, Ted, Michael, Steve, Matt, and Todd. All right, drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Ted on the tone, less than 5. Michael, Steve, Matt, Todd.
After 30 seconds,
Caution,
the top
wall ride,
drivers
caution,
are
wall
Mr.
ride.
B. Main, Steve
Clear.
Femister, and Michael Jones.
All right, Steve lead us around Mountain 2, Michael 3, Todd 4, Ted 5. 3 minutes on the clock. Fast lap
After
goes
1
to
minute
Ted,
left,
14,
the top
509.
drivers are Steve Femister, Matt Hoyt, and Michael Jones.
.245 on the clock. All right, we got 2:30 on that clock. Steve leading us
After
around
1 minute 30
16.42.
seconds,
Pace gap between
the
1,
top
2, 2.4
drivers are
seconds.
Steve
Between 2 and 3,
Femister, Michael
0.8
Jones,
seconds.
and Matt Hoyt.
Between 3 and 4, 9.3 seconds. Between 4 and 5, 3.6 seconds.
After 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Michael Jones, Steve Femister, and Matt Hoyt. After 2 minutes 31 seconds,
All right,
the top drivers
125
are
now on
Michael
the clock.
Jones,
Michael leading us
Steve
around Stephen
Femister,
2,
and
Matt in the
Matt
3,
Hoyt.
Todd in the 4, Ted in the 5. .115.
One minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Michael Jones, Steve Femister, and Matt Hoyt. .45 seconds left. Thirty
30
seconds
seconds on the
left.
clock.
After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Michael Jones, Matt Hoyt, and Steve Femister. .15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mr. B main done. Michael Jones done. Matt Hoyt done. Steve Femister done. All drivers are finished.
All
Todd
right, drop your
Templeman
cars
done.
off, get right back out to
The race is
Marshall.
completed.
Heat 2 of Stock Buggy is up.
Graydon Edwards. Earl Newton. Scooter the Booter. Rob Hunter.
Zach, are you going to make this one? Cool.
Zach
All right, got checks on
Marcinkiewicz.
everyone. No speed, straightaways closed. Order's going to go Earl, Rob, Scooter, Zach, and Graydon. Again, Earl, Rob, Scooter, Zach, and Graydon. All right, drivers ready, marshals ready. Earl on the tone, less than 5. Rob, Scooter, Zach, Graydon.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Scooter the Booter, and Rob Hunter. After 1 minute, 3 minutes left, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Earl Newton, and Scooter the Booter. After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Earl Newton, and Scooter the Booter.
.2:15 on the clock. We got Graydon out in the 1, Earl in 2, Scooter 3, Rob 4, Zach 5. Fast lap 13-1 out of Graydon.
2 minutes left. After 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Earl Newton, and Scooter the Booter. After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Earl Newton, and Scooter the Booter.
All right, Graydon leading us around. Gap between 1 and 2, 3.3 seconds. Between 2 and 3, 2.7 seconds. Between 3 and 4, 5.9 seconds. Between 4 and 5, 2.5 seconds.
1 minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Earl Newton, and Scooter the Booter. .45 seconds left.
Thirty seconds on the clock.
30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Graydon Edwards, Earl Newton, and Scooter the Booter.
Fifteen seconds.
15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scooter the Booter done.
Caution wall ride,
Rob
caution wall
Hunter
ride.
done. Earl Newton done. Graydon Edwards done. All drivers are finished. Zach Marcinkiewicz done.
All right, drive your
The
car
race
off,
is
get right back
completed.
out to Marshall. All right, looking for Dan, Eric, Todd, Mike, Vince, and Terry.
Old guys drool. Tail whip. Terry Brown. Todd Powell. Vince Lim.
Marshall in the middle, Marshall in the middle. Dan, you gonna make this one? Okay. All right, got checks on everyone then. Driver's order is gonna go Eric, Todd, Mike, Vince, and Terry. Again, Eric, Todd, Mike, Vince, and Terry. I still need one more Marshall in the middle, one more Marshall in the middle. All right, cool. All right, driver's ready, Marshall's ready. Eric on the tone, less than 5. Todd, Mike, Vince, Terry.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Tail Whip, Vince Lim, and Old Guys Drool. After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Tail Whip, Old Guys Drool, and Vince Lim.
All right, Mike on the 1, Vince in the 2, Todd in 3, Eric in the 4, Terry in the 5.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Tail Whip, Vince Lim, and Todd Powell.
All right, 2:15 on the clock. Mike Linus around, Vince in the 2, Todd in 3, Eric in 4, Terry in the 5.
After 2 minutes, the top drivers are Tail Whip, Todd Powell, and Vince Lim.
1:55 on the clock. $1:35 on the clock.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Tail Whip, Todd Powell, and Vince Lim.
Mike leading us around, Todd in 2, Vince in 3, Eric in 4, Terry in the 5. Kevin, are we just rolling straight through? Okay. Well, mod's up first.
1 minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers
All
are
right,
Tail Whip,
55
Todd
seconds
Powell,
on the clock.
and Vince Lim.
18:408 is the pace. Gap between 1 and 2, 1.4 seconds between 2 and 3, 1.7 seconds between 3 and 4, 4.1 seconds in between 4 and 5, 10.8 seconds.
45 seconds left.
.30 seconds on the clock.
30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Tail Whip, Todd Powell, and Vince Lim.
A little more excitement in your voice. Go up instead of down every time.
What do you mean?
Is that broadcasting thing?
Uh-huh.
Where we go?
15 seconds left.
And here comes Dan. Instead of just going, and 30
10,
seconds left, and
9,
30 seconds left to go.
8,
30 seconds left.
7,
Up and down.
6, 5,
More interesting.
4, 3,
That's for
2,
my,
1.
Oh. Keep going until she calls you done.
Old Guys Drool done.
Look at that. Good job.
Todd Powell done. Tail Whip done. Vince Lim done. All drivers are finished. Terry Brown done.
All right, that's
the
a
race
race.
is completed.
Do a quick resort and we'll get back at it. Hey guys, if you're on the driver's stand and the race isn't done, please wait till they get done before everybody gets done before you leave the stand. It's distracting if you start to last in the heat. Rob. Thanks, buddy. No. No.
I like this layout better than the last week's.
Yeah. All right, as soon as Alexander uses the restroom, we'll get started. Let's all applaud him.
Roger same. Emily Weldon. Fearless Leader. Brad Borneal. Dan Jefferson. Ryan Johnson. Josh Cody. Yoder.
All right, I got checks on everyone. Order's going to go Roger, Dan, Brad, Kevin, Ryan, Matt, Emily, and Josh. I need 2 more marshals out to the track, please. 2 more marshals. I need someone at the other end of the driver's stand and someone up by me. All right, driver's ready. Marshall's ready. Roger on the tone, less than 5. Dan, Brad, Kevin, Ryan, Matt, Emily, Josh.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Brad Borneal, Roger Same, and Fearless Leader.
All right, after the first 30 seconds, we got Brad on the 1, Kevin the 2, Roger 3, Ryan 4, Emily 5, Dan 6, Matt now 6, Dan 7, Josh 8. Not sure what happened there. Caution before the clear.
After
Bit of
1
an
3
upset
minutes
there.
left, top
First
drivers
minute,
are
we
Brad
got Brad
Borneal,
leading us
Roger
around.
Sane, and
Ryan in the 2,
Johnson.
Kevin in 3, Dan in the 4, Emily in the 5, Matt in the 6, Roger in the 7, Josh in the 8.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Brad Borneal, Dan Jefferson, and Ryan Johnson.
All right, we got 2:10 on the clock. Brad leads us around. Dan the 2, Kevin in 3, Ryan 4, Emily 5, Roger 6, Matt 7, Josh 8.
After 2 minutes, the top drivers are Brad Borneal, Dan Jefferson, and Fearless Leader.
We got 1:45 on that clock. So far, Brad, Emily, and Josh the only ones moving up position right now.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Brad Borneal, Dan Jefferson, and Fearless Leader.
Caution, Chad, caution, Chad.
One minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Brad Borneal, Dan Jefferson, and Ryan Johnson. "45 seconds left.
We got 30 seconds on that clock here.
30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Brad Borneal, Dan Jefferson, and Ryan Johnson.
Caution on the hip,
15
caution on the
seconds
hip.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Keep going until she calls you done.
Roger Same done. Ryan Johnson done. Dan Jefferson done. Fearless Leader done. Brad Borneal done. Yoder done. All drivers are finished.
All right,
Emily
that's
Weldon
a race.
done.
Drop your cars off, get right
The
back
race
out
is
to
completed.
Marshall. Novice, heat 1 is up.
Matt Hoyt.
All right,
Hunter
let's get
Hoyt.
Marshall out to the track. Drivers check in.
Carl Montes. Jeremy Smedley.
All right, got checks on everyone. Order Matt, Jeremy, Carl, and Hunter. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready on the tone, less than 5. Jeremy, Carl, Hunter.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Matt Hoyt, Carl Montes, and Jeremy Smedley.
.3:15 on the clock. All right, Carl out in the 1, Matt in the
After
2,
1
Jeremy in
left,
3, Hunter in
the
the 4.
top drivers are Carl Montes, Matt Hoyt, and Jeremy Smedley.
All right, Andrew. No pressure.
I have a question.
Yo.
Would you rather
Huh?
or such one to 10 times?
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Matt Hoyt, Carl Montes, and Jeremy Smedley.
I don't know. Carlo's not too bad looking.
That's a lot of commitment.
I've seen that interview. All right. 2:10 on the clock.
After 2 minutes left,
That's the problem.
the top drivers are Matt Hoyt, Carl Montes, and Jeremy Smedley.
We got 1:50 on the clock.